You'll have to pardon my extreme casualness. Um, I started out nomading January 1st, 2024, after just a lot of crap. And I had about maybe 200 people follow me on Instagram and like 170 Facebook friends and no followers. And I started this trip born out of mostly trauma and heartache. But and it was I started doing videos and photos of kind of my adventures and stuff, just kind of so my family and friends could, the very few that I had left, could kind of see what I was doing, what was going on, and that was pretty much. And I just wanted to get better at the videography and the photography stuff. But Facebook really took off right away. I gathered a lot of friends, pretty grassroots, going out and talking to people while I was out on my journeys and just saying, hey, if you might like this stuff, go ahead and check me out if you want. And a lot of that was pretty grassroots. And then a couple months ago, I started doing some memes, and they kind of caught on. People liked them. The algorithm really liked it. There you go. And in the last, I think, month and a half, 2 months, I've gone from 200 Instagram followers up to 15,000. And it's pretty cool. I'm not about the likes. I don't monetize this, but it's the first year and a half or so. I was growing my Facebook stuff. I helped a lot of people. I motivated a lot of people. They could laugh. They're having a bad day. They could just watch some of my stuff and be like, "What a dumbass," right? And so, but it was able to share my journey. It also helped me on my nomading because that's how I gathered places to stay as I wander, and work as well, little jobs here and there to make ends meet and feed myself and stuff like that. It's how I get room and board. People are more aware of what I do and all that. So that was pretty cool, and it motivated me. I'm the kind of person that needs to be held accountable to some extent. Left to my own devices, I tend to hurt myself in different ways. But so the accountability has been great for me. But I figured since I was going to give a quick background on me, hence with all the new followers and friends that I have. I pretty much 6 years ago got a divorce after being married for 20 years. I was an electronic engineer in manufacturing here in Seattle. Good job, very well paid, and a lot of stress though, a lot of hours. I started getting carpal tunnel really bad after about 20 years there, just stress and just too many hours. I was working 67-hour weeks, and I obsess about things a lot and overthink, which is great if for my employer, but not so great for my health, mental, physical, the whole 9 yards. So it all ended up falling apart. The carpal tunnel was so bad I couldn't even use my hands. I couldn't take really time off to get the surgery, and so I ended up leaving my job, getting fired. Depends on who you talk to. And I left my wife, which we had our own issues, and a lot of them were born from the stress of that work and me just not being able to deal with some of the stuff and process a lot of the things, and handle stress. There are other issues too. I mean, it takes two to tango, right? She had her own set of issues that she didn't want to work on. So like I had to call it quits, which was really sad. But I did that. Then I was like, all right, I'm going to start over. Let's do this. And about 9 months into it, I got really sick. I got a microbacterial infection in my intestine. This is right when COVID started, March, right around COVID. And this thing ravaged me, this microbacterial infection. At one point, I had about a 2% chance to live, and my kidneys failed twice. Thank goodness, while I was in the hospital. A few times they told me, get your things in order. You most likely have about 48 hours to live, which really woke me up, right? So 2 years of being bedridden with that, trying to heal from that, tons of antibiotics. For 2 years straight, I took like 4 different antibiotics a day, and it was, some of them twice a day, and it was brutal. I was so sick. I was 105 pounds, just wasted away. And I got out of that, and I met the love of my life shortly after, while I was still kind of healing. I was living up in a cabin up in the woods by Mount Baker. And turns out it was pretty much it was an anxious slash avoidant attachment style that we had going on, which is the worst. She was also a bit of a narcissist. Some of the tactics she used and stuff. I didn't know anything about narcissism at the point, so it was a learning experience for me. And I loved her like crazy, but I don't know if that was just the dopamine, cortisol fluctuations and all that. If you know about narcissists, they have a certain playbook that they go by, most of them, and it was dead nuts on the playbook. After that, I pretty much got ran out of the town I was living in. A lot of rumors and stuff went flying, and I'm still pretty much not welcome back there. So I had lost my car, my place to live, because I was living with her friends. I didn't have any money. Like I said, my car broke down. No job, no place to live, all that. No girlfriend, because I broken up with her like a couple weeks before that. And I was like, I'm done. It's over. And I was back to depression, suicidal thoughts, which I battled for years and years and years, especially up at the cabin where I was up there bedridden for 2 years. It was hell. It was absolute hell. And constant pain, constant depression. All I could think about was different ways that I wanted to do to kill myself. And then it was all back, and I was back to square one, and it was hard. I was so lonely, so unbelievably lonely up there. And then once again, totally lonely. People turned their back on me for whatever. All the friends I'd made over the course of the year with my ex-girlfriend, they all turned their back on me, and it was hard. So I said, screw it. I'm gonna go nomad. I'm just gonna nomad and just travel around, hop on the train, like a couple $100 in my pocket, and we'll see where this goes. And it's been now 18 months, 507 days I've been doing it. And I go place to place. People that want to feed me and house me, and in exchange I do a labor. I'm pretty crafty, and I can fix just about anything. I'm a pretty good handyman. And I also do some videography stuff for work. I do some commercials and stuff for people, their websites and all that. And I've taught art a few times, some art classes. But it's been pretty cool. It's been amazing. And I am alone a lot of the time, way more than I've ever been. And I don't usually do good being alone. But the beauty of it is I'm not lonely, and there's a big difference. And I want to thank all the people out there that kept spurring me on, all the original people that have been here, all the new people that are, going to check this out. I hope you enjoy the journey. Be nice. I've already had to deal with so many just nasty people on Instagram. With 15,000 followers, you're going to get it, right? And I'm not used to that. I'm always trying to make everybody happy. Don't understand why people don't like me, but I'm starting to accept the fact that some people are just going to hate me. Some people are just going to pick out the negative and attack you for it. And so this is just the universe teaching me, you don't have many more fucks to give, so quit giving them out. And that's it's just another lesson, just another learning. So thank you for joining up. Everybody likes my memes, but hardly anybody still likes or looks at my music videos and a lot of my blogging stuff. So whatever, maybe they don't really like me. I got a lot of followers, but it's not for the right reasons, I don't think. But yeah, thank you. I love all you guys. I love everyone. And stay true to yourself. Find your authentic self, and just stay true and try to do what you love. It's not always easy, but yeah. Peace be with you.